Chael. This is Roland Wichser from Germany. If someone's been doing MMA for 10 years, is there really anything they could still learn? I mean, they could improve cardio and strength, but any new techniques after 10 years? Really? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I don't know that the 10-year is all that good of a rule of thumb in fairness, and it would depend where were those 10 years at, right? Did you start at 30 and now you're 40? The expression, it's hard to teach a old dog new tricks. I think there's a little bit more truth to that, but I don't know that there's a truth to shutting off your learning curve. Look, you're going to have what's called a repertoire. If you're in sport, particularly combat sports, you're going to have a repertoire, and you want that to be huge, but when fight night comes, you're going to have no more than 3 things that you do. And you're going to do those same 3 things every time you fight. And you're going to spend the balance of your time working on 2 new things, fine-tuning old techniques. But as the fight gets closer and closer, you're going to throw more and more things out. You're going to come back to the 2 and 3 things that got you to the dance in the first place. And every athlete is that way. I will share this with you, because I think you might have made a misstatement in there where you said, yeah, I know cardio can get better. You would be very surprised how inaccurate that is. There is a place where your cardio just simply can't. And there's even science behind that. You're going to have hemoglobin levels. You're going to have a VO2 max. You're going to have hematocrit. There's a place where your conditioning will absolutely peak out. It's not as though you can go run as hard as you can and can I run a mile in 6 minutes? Okay, then I'm going to keep running every single day, and a year from now, I'm going to do it in 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Well, you keep playing that, and eventually you get to about a 5-minute and 20-second mile. You're topped out, just by example. And that would be something that you could categorize. You could look at the time. How fast did I go? How hard did I do? What is my heart rate? Can I improve on that? And you're going to be surprised and disappointed to find the answer is no. But I have seen people that will do so much conditioning, they will grind themselves up. They will just wear themselves out. It's called overtraining. Overtraining is a very hard thing to actually achieve. Overtraining is largely a term used by a lazy person or somebody who wants to be lazy and justify why they don't go out and do more. Generally. But there is also a sweet spot where you can do too much. You can reach the point of a diminishing return. So I will share with you, as far as technique goes, that's why it's so important when you work with kids, when you bring kids in, that you teach them the basics, but you teach them early. Because it is going to take them 10 and 12 years. The stuff that those kids are learning at 9 years old, that's what they're going to hit in competition at 25 and 30 years old. It's not going to be something that they picked up 2 weeks ago. Broad stroke. There's always some coach that will come in, watch you at a distance, go, hey, have you ever considered this? You try it one time and you're a master of it. There's really two philosophies. The first philosophy is if you try something and you don't do it right, you don't get it right, do it again and do it harder. If you don't get it right that time, do it again and do it harder. That's one theory. The other theory is if you can't fix it, forget it. If something doesn't come to you naturally on your first try, and first try doesn't mean the 3, 4, 5 attempts. If it doesn't just fit right into what you're doing, your body doesn't fit, the grips aren't there, forget it. I subscribe to that theory, and I only subscribe to it for one reason, which is there's enough techniques out there that if you just keep trying, you're going to find ones that are just real natural for you. Take that under consideration. Ultimately, I am going to disagree with you. I'm going to disagree with you that yes, somebody could definitely do something 10 years and still grow. And don't forget the number one rule of biology. You either evolve or you become extinct. And as soon as you shut your mind off, that I cannot learn anything else, I cannot grow anymore, I'm just going to share with you, you got problems.